Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome to another race challenge. In this video, guys, we've got some news today. You probably know from the other content creators already who made videos about this, but nobody, I think, warned about the champion that we're gonna have. So Geomancer is gonna be the champion. We're gonna have a special event for Geomancer just by himself for one day only, guys, with 40 ancient shards. You guys can actually acquire this champion for basically free. Okay, just 48 ancient shards. That's I don't know how many gems that equals to, but 40 ancient shards is quite a low amount to pick up a champion. And I'm quite happy with it. 40 ancient shards, I've got them on my main account, but I do have Geomancer already. And I even have almost that amount on my free-to-play account. I think I've got 25 ancient shards, so I'm gonna be very close. So 36. I might have to buy like 1500 gems worth in order to pick up Geomancer, and then probably after that we're gonna have a fusion. So it might be a trap. But the video that I wanted to do, guys, today for this was not just to announce the Geomancer and show what Geomancer does. You've probably seen this already from the other content creators, but nobody has warned, I think, the public about what Geomancer does. And because we also have one more champion that everybody has now available, and let's say, okay, I've got 40 ancient shards, I've got this champion already, then can I use them both together? The answer is yes, but be careful. So the champion that I'm talking about is Ninja. So be very careful if you're going to be using Ninja in your team. So Ninja, you guys know it, great champion overall for early and mid game accounts. Same thing with Geomancer, can work from early, mid game to end game accounts for the clan boss. Okay, Ninja has an HP burn on his A2, which is fantastic. He also activates that HP burn. And then we come back to Geomancer, guys. So Geomancer has an HP burn available, and this HP burn actually is what makes his passive work. So his passive is when he gets hit, he deflects that damage back onto the attacker, and this deflection also does the Giant Slayer damage. So this is actually pretty good for a champion like Geomancer. Okay, let me show you exactly what I mean in the clan boss. When you're gonna go into a clan boss situation with Geomancer and Ninja, be very careful on how you will be setting up the rotation. The rotation and the way that this rotation should go is that Ninja needs to go before Geomancer. And I'll just visually show you what I mean. The reason for that is so that Ninja can actually do his HP burn first, and then Geomancer can go and do his own HP burn. So it replaces the HP burn that Ninja has on. So Ninja will still be doing all that amount of damage, and Geomancer will then replace it and then do his deflection damage. So what Ninja can do with his A2 does not matter after he does his A2. So let me just show you. I'll apply first the HP burn from, wow, look at that, Relentless getting extra procs. Okay, so we still haven't activated the passive, so I'm going to apply the HP burn first on Geomancer. So this is the mistake that many might do when they do acquire Geomancer. And then let's do an A1 with Ninja. So we'll get attacked by the boss. You'll see Geomancer do his proc. Look at that. Look at that Giant Slayer procking. That is very important on how Geomancer works. But thing is, if you have the rotation the other way around, so Geomancer goes first with his A2 and then Ninja goes and replaces the HP burn like he did just now, you see that damage taken? He didn't do his passive. So that's number one that I want to say as a warning to everybody. Do not be discouraged by this kind of mechanic. It all just depends on what the rotation is that you have your champions in. As long as Geomancer applies the HP burn last, or he has that HP burn on and then that's extended and nobody else applies an HP burn, then his passive is still going to work. And you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do with Geomancer and get your clan boss damage sky high. So let me show you the other thing that I wanted to warn you guys about. And now, guys, for the second part about Geomancer that I wanted to warn you guys is that his passive, that reflect, does not work on the Fire Knight. So if you do manage to get that HP burn going and depend on having that mechanic in order to reduce the shield number from the Fire Knight, that this will not work. So unfortunately, it doesn't work. You'll still apply the HP burn here, hopefully, so we can actually showcase this. So the HP burn would apply when the boss takes a turn. He would hit everybody, and then you would get that number of reflects from Geomancer. So let's see this in action. So there's the HP burn. We should be able to get a turn now from the boss. So I don't want to hit him with my turn meter reduction. I want to just showcase this. So yeah, let's just keep this going and let the boss take a turn. So I just showcase this. Let's do an A3 here. Come on, give us a turn. Ooh, it actually died there. So here it is. There's that passive, and it's not working on the boss. So unfortunately, if you are basing your decision tomorrow in pulling Geomancer in order to take down the Fire Knight boss, then do not summon for him, guys. If this is your route, let's say you want to get Arbiter and you're still trying to take down that Fire Knight 20, Geomancer is not the solution. So maybe save your 40 shards for a 2x event that might get you a champion that has more utility, let's say in a lore. I know it's all RNG. I know this is a guaranteed champion. I know it's two different things, but if this is one of your decisions, then be careful because this is not like a normal reflect that we have within the game. This is a total different reflect available from this champion. So definitely a great champion to have though. I can't stress this enough. If you do have a team that can replace somebody, that you can replace somebody in that team, then do get Geomancer. He does need some books, so 5 here, another 4 here, that's 9, another 6, that's 15 books for him to be 100% effective. I mean, he does need to be 100% effective with the HP burn habit constantly on the boss. You also have a weekend, which also helps with the damage potential of your team. So I would say if you don't have the books, again, consider not summoning for him or summon and just base your decision that Geomancer might not be 100%. You might not get 100% out of his potential just because of you lacking those books. So these are the things that I wanted to say about Geomancer. He's a great champion. I'm liking the Plarium is moving towards epic champions available for us from ancient shards, so it doesn't we don't need to keep 150 ancient shards for that kind of event. Of course, I'm saving all my shards on my main account. The reason that I'm doing this, guys, is we'll never know if they maybe come back with a 150 shard requirement for a legendary champion like they did with Countess Lex. So since that might be the case in the future, we might even get a Void champion, Void legendary champion in the future. So I don't know. I'm saving my Void, saving my Ancients, my Secrets. I'm constantly constantly spending them. So I have 0 and I'm not getting any from the clan boss. So that's that. This was the video for today, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope I gave you some guidelines before you go and pull tomorrow when the event is active. Um, have that in mind when you do summon. If you're gonna summon, if you get lucky and get him before the 40 shards, then the event is over. So you don't need to summon all your shards if you manage to get him, let's say, from the first single shard. That was it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!